Joining me now is one of the greatest country music artists of all time and truly probably one of the greatest patriots out there. He is also the author of an upcoming book which is called Never Look at the Empty Seats, a memoir by the great Charlie Daniels, who joins me here on the show. Charlie, how are you?
I'm good. It's always good to talk to you, Rita. Thank you so much for having me on.
Always great to talk with you, and you are such a patriot. I know how much you love this country. You also follow politics a lot, Charlie Daniels. What's your reaction, first of all, to how President Trump is handling everything?
Well, you know, I mean, the guy's a human being, and he's not a politician. I think that we tend to judge what he does by the reaction of the politicians we've had in office before, because they're so conscious and so sensitive to political correctness and trying to react in a way that the press will favor. And I mean, he just don't do that. He's his own man. He does things that he sees fit. I think that I heard the second thing that he said, the one that everybody says was a little too late. I thought it was well stated. I thought he said what needed to be said, and you know, I just wish he'd give the guy a chance. I mean, it's just like I personally don't think there's anything to all this Russian stuff. I think it's all very superficial. I think that the people who are pushing it know that. We've been going on with this thing for a long, long time, and there's no real evidence about anything, and they keep screaming about it. And, you know, it's like, give the guy a shot. Stock market's in new territory. We've had a bunch of jobs created. The economy's coming back again. I mean, I thought that's what we elected him for, not his reaction to, you know, to his being politically correct or enough or not, but just being effective. So, you know, give him a shot.
What's your thought, Charlie Daniels, in terms of the way he's handled some of the comments? Because the media has said, you know, he said, look, both sides, and he even repeated that yesterday. First he said many sides, of course, a couple of days yesterday he said both sides. How do you feel as an American hearing it?
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, there's animosity on both sides. From what I saw on TV, I saw two sides fighting each other, you know, and I condemn both sides. I condemn any group that's made for the sole purpose of hating human beings of any race, of any color, of any creed. If that's their total reason for being for existing, that, I mean, that's a horrible thing, regardless of who they are, regardless of which side of the political spectrum they're on, regardless of which side of the racial spectrum they're on. If you're in business just to hate people, you know, it's a bad situation. I very soundly condemn anybody. Let's put it like this: I condemn anybody that was hitting people with sticks and messing up the other day up in Charlottesville. Whoever is involved, who was who. Sometimes I couldn't, to be honest with you about it, Rita, except for the barrier, I couldn't tell one side from the other part of the time. I didn't know who was who. So it's wrong for you know, whoever incited it, whoever started it. I know it was supposed to be a white supremacist, from my understanding. I've been a little out of touch with the news there the last little while. My understanding it was a white supremacy gathering. I mean, that's right. That's trouble right there to start with. And then, of course, people come and react to it, and they get all wound up. I would just dare say there are probably a lot of people involved in the violence that didn't even know why they were doing it. They were just there to do it. They just joined the party and went for it. But whatever it is, somehow, some way, another, we have got to stop this stuff. We have got to condemn. If you condemn one side, you don't condemn the other side. So what we're doing is okay. What about the kids who were breaking all the windows out the stores, out in Berkeley and all that sort of, all of that stuff, violence perpetrated by anybody needs to be soundly condemned.